basic concepts of Indian economy. In the previous lecture, we seen what is meant by repo rate and its impact. Okay. In this lecture, we'll see what is meant by reverse repo rate. The reverse repo rate is a mechanism to absorb the liquidity in the market. Reverse repo rate is a mechanism to absorb the liquidity in the market. We'll see what is meant by liquidity. We'll continue first, thus restricting the borrowing power of the investor. Okay. Now, what is meant by reverse repo rate? It is a mechanism to absorb the liquidity in the market. We'll see what is meant by liquidity. Liquidity means flow of money. Liquidity means flow of money in the market. Now, reverse repo rate will absorb the liquidity, means liquidity in the market, means see how it happen, how the reverse repo rate mechanism work. We'll see. See, if RBI reduces the rate of borrowing, RBI reduces the rate of borrowing. How RBI can reduce the rate of borrowing? RBI reduces the repo rate. Now, what is meant by repo rate? A repo rate means a rate by which RBI offer loan to banks. Now, suppose if the interest rate by the RBI reduces, then banks like State Bank of India, Bank of India, okay, HDFC Bank get maximum money or try to get maximum money from the RBI in terms of loan. Now, these banks like Bank of India, State Bank of India, HDFC having more money in their account. Now they try to give more loans to the people, to the industrialists, to different segment of the society. Now, when the interest rate reduces, banks will collect or will receive maximum money from the RBI, and again the bank will give the amount, maximum amount in as a loan to the peoples. Now what happens if the rate of interest is reduces, the loan amount increases. It means that the bank having more money in their account. So bank gives maximum money or maximum money to the peoples as a loan. Now what happens if there is more money in the market, then some side effects will arise. Now what are the side effects? That the prices of a commodity may reduces. The prices of commodity may reduces, and sometimes what happens, the inflation increases. Now we'll see how the inflation increases with liquidity. Suppose there are three persons, person A, B and C. Now these three persons are they demanding for a piece of land which is going to be sold. Now what is the price of that particular land? Say rupees 10 lakh. Now what happens? Now the person A offers the amount of 11 lakh. At the same time, person B increases the price and offer the amount for the same land for 12 lakhs. At the same time, the person C offer amount for 13 lakhs. Okay. Person A offered amount 11 lakh, person B amount the offer 12 lakh, and person C increases the amount to 13 lakh. Why this amount increases? Because the people has more money in their pocket. What happens if the people has more money in their pocket? If the people has more money in their pocket, then the prices of commodity increases. We call it as inflation. Okay, so we call inflation. Now if there is more liquidity in the market, then inflation will also increase. Now if the inflation increases beyond the limit, then it is the necessity to minimize, to reduce the inflation. Now, how we can reduce the inflation? Now, here we can reduce the amount of flow of supply to the amount of flow of supply of money to the bank. For that purpose, we need to use reverse repo rate. For that purpose, we need to use reverse repo rate. Now, this system of reverse repo rate started by Reserve Bank of India in 1996. When it started in 1996. Now, reverse repo rate is when the RBI borrows money from bank when there is excess liquidity in the market. Now, reverse repo rate is the condition when RBI borrows money from the bank when there is excess liquidity in the market. We'll see a diagram here. Now, this is a condition of reverse repo rate. As I told you earlier that we need to absorb the liquidity. Liquidity means that the banks having more amount of money in their account. Say here we have taken reference of State Bank of India, Bank of India and KDC Bank, that is Kolhapur District Cooperative Banks. So we have taken 3 banks as an example. Now in reverse repo rate what happens? RBI purchases or receive the money, excess money from these banks. RBI receives or collect excess money from these banks. It is called as reverse repo. And the rate at which RBI take the money back from this SBI, BOI and KDC is called as reverse repo rate. Look here very carefully. Reverse repo rate means RBI receives money from SBI, BOI and other commercial banks at a rate, it is called as repo rate, reverse repo rate, sorry. Now in the previous lecture we have seen the repo rate. Repo rate means RBI gives money to these banks at a particular rate is called as repo rate. In reverse repo rate what happens? Reverse repo rate, these banks give money to RBI. So this arrow indicate money flows from SBI to RBI. Money flows from Bank of India to RBI. Similarly, money flows from KDC to RBI. It is called as condition of reverse repo rate. Okay. Now, this mechanism, as I told you earlier, that started in 1996. Repo rate is when RBI borrows, that is RBI borrows or receives money from the bank, like State Bank of India, like other banks, commercial banks, when there is excess liquidity in the market. When there is more money flow in the market, then RBI borrows that money from this bank is called as reverse repo rate. Okay. Now, the bank benefit out of it by receiving interest for their holdings with the central bank. Now, when RBI borrows money from this bank, then RBI pays interest to this bank. So, important point is interest. RBI pays interest to these banks. Now, it is very important point to be mentioned here. The interest rate of repo rate is always more than the interest rate of reverse repo rate. See, I repeat, the interest rate of repo rate, the interest rate of repo rate is always more than the interest rate of reverse repo rate. In other words, in repo rate, RBI gives loan to bank at a interest which is always more than when RBI borrows money from this bank. Okay, so we need to understand reverse repo rate is always less than repo rate, or repo rate is always more than the reverse repo rate. Okay, now during high levels of inflation in the economy, the RBI increases the reverse repo. Now what happens if the price of product is increases in the market? The price of products, goods and services increases in the market. We call it as inflation. Inflation means increase in price of product and services or goods and services. is called as inflation. Now, when the inflation is at high level in the economy, the RBI increases the reverse repo. RBI increases the reverse repo. We will see the relationship between repo and reverse repo in the next coming slide. Okay, here we will see the trends. Okay, now see banks here. Now it encourages the banks, or it motivates the bank to park more funds. To park more funds means to deposit their excess amount of fund with RBI. Say if the bank has rupees 100 crore as their capacity, and they are lending rupees 50 crore. They are lending rupees 50 crore. Now, after 50 crore, still they have 50 crore remaining in their hand. So, RBI suggests these banks to deposit their excess amount of money with the RBI so that they will earn some interest. They will earn some interest and they will earn excess return on the excess funds. Okay. Now, here banks are left with lesser funds to extend loans. Now, what happened? See, as I told you earlier that rupees 100, that bank has a capacity of 100 crore. Out of 100 crore, banks has already given rupees 50 crore as a loan. Now, still our banks, the particular bank, have rupees 50 crore in their account. Now, RBI decided to withdraw the money or to borrow the money from the banks. See, out of 50, if RBI decided to receive rupees 40 crore from the banks, means 50 crore already given by the banks and 50 crore is remain. Out of the 50 crore, RBI decided to withdraw or borrow rupees 40 crore from bank. So only 10 crore remain in the hands of bank to give loan. Now here, when we increases the repo rate, reverse repo rate, what happens? Then its effect on the bank are the bank will get very lesser fund for loans and borrowing to the consumer. Now reverse repo rate increases. It increases when we can do it when there is excess money flow in the market, and in order to control the inflation, the RBI introduced this mechanism. It will reduce the bank's capacity, that is, it will reduce bank's lending capacity. Lending means the banks gives loan to the customer. Okay, so here we have seen the condition of repo rate, reverse repo rate. Okay, so once again I will repeat. Reverse repo rate is a condition when RBI borrows money from bank. So here we have taken for reference SBI, BOI and other bank, commercial bank. So when RBI borrows money from these banks at a particular rate is called as reverse repo rate. Okay, now we'll see differences between repo rate and reverse repo rate. Now repo rate means it is the rate at which RBI lends money to bank. Very important, the flow of money will be from RBI to banks. In the repo rate, flow of money will be from RBI to banks. Is called as repo rate. Now, in reverse repo rate, it is the rate at which RBI borrows money from bank. RBI borrows money from bank. Here, the flow of money will be from bank to RBI. Here, the flow of money will be from banks to RBI. Now, it is the higher than reverse repo rate. As I already told you that repo rate is always higher than reverse repo rate. When we talk about the reverse repo rate, it is always lower than the repo rate. Reverse repo rate is always lower than the repo rate. Now, repo rate is used to control inflation and deficiency of fund. Repo rate is used to control the inflation. Inflation means increase in price of goods and services. So, in order to control the inflation and deficiency. Deficiency means lack of funds. Deficiency of funds means unavailability, or we can say lack of funds. So in order to control inflation and deficiency of fund, RBI uses repo rate. Now, when RBI uses reverse repo rate, it is used to manage cash flow. Cash flow means when there is excess amount of flow in the market, then RBI use this reverse repo rate. Now, it involves the sale of securities which would be repurchased in future. The repo rate involves the sale of securities which will be repurchased in future. Now, what is meant by sale of security? Now, what kind of securities? Say, there are different kind of security, like a bank can invest their money into the bonds, bank can invest their money into the golds, the bank can also invest their money in the different forms of government securities. So, it involves the sale of securities which would be repurchased in future. Now we can take a very interesting example for sale of security. Suppose a person has 10 tola of gold. Suppose a person has 10 tola of gold. Now he immediately wants some amount of money. That money he may be going to use for paying the fee of his child, or maybe he requires the money for medical expenses, or he may require the money for some traveling to abroad or any other purpose. For that purpose, there are two options in front of him. One is either to sell the gold or to take a loan on gold. There are two options. One is to sell the gold or to take a loan on gold. Once we sell it gold, then we don't have any rights on the particular gold. See, when we sell the gold, then we don't have any right on that gold in future. Now, suppose we raised a loan on gold. Suppose we raised a loan on gold. Now means for 5 years we have the rate of, that is particular return rate of, that is we can say the time of returning the loan is 5 years. Means in 2010 we raise a loan on gold, then the maturity time is 2015. If we decided to clear the loan in 2014, then we can clear it, but that time we need to repurchase. So it means that once we raise a loan on gold, we can repurchase it in future. So it's called as repo rate. Similar, in the same sense, it is called as repo rate. Now, what is meant by reverse repo rate? It involves the transfer of money from one account to another account. Now, here in the reverse repo rate, as already I had told, the money flows from bank to the RBI. Money flows from bank to the RBI. Means here the transaction involves from one account, that is bank's account. These are the commercial banks. We take the reference of the commercial banks like State Bank of India, Bank of India, or maybe any other HDFC or any other banks. Here the transaction occur from bank's account to the RBI. So it involves the transfer of money from one account to another. Have you understood? So we'll take a short review. In repo rate, the amount of flow of money flows, the amount of money flows from RBI to commercial banks, and in reverse repo rate, the flow of money from this commercial bank to RBI. Now, RBI uses the repo rate to control the inflation and deficiency of funds, and RBI uses the reverse repo rate for managing the cash flow. So here we have discussed about the difference between the repo rate and reverse repo rate. In the next lecture, we will see the relationship between the repo rate and reverse repo rate. Okay. In the next lecture, we will study the relationship between the repo rate and reverse repo rate. these two are important monetary mechanism of RBI. That is repo rate, reverse repo rate. There are other different monetary rates which are also essential, like CRR, cash reserve ratio, then bank rate, then base rate. So all these are mechanisms of monetary policy, and RBI need to use these mechanisms very judiciously in order to control the inflation, at the same time maintaining the growth of economy. Okay, thank you.